far surpasses the other three. Start right there. So that's all he says about my Cinerus or Minkari, whose sarcophagus was on another ship that was sunk. And the British were trying to transport his coffin lid in 1838 on a ship called the Beatrice, and it sunk in Cartagena, Spain. Somewhere, and that's one of the mysteries that we need to find, because Minkari is the pyramid builder, the third pyramid. Okay, this is him right here. So I have enmity for these people. The British, the European Union, baby. We got enmity. We got great enmity for you. We have the right to be angry too. We got very good reasons to be angry with these people. So, that's Kafara or Keferin. Lived a very long time. This is supposed to be Cheops, Khufu, King Khufu. That's my Cinerus, Min. My Cinerus. These are the three pyramids. This is a very good book on Egypt. It tells me everything too about the same thing. This is what it says about the Sphinx. I drive away the wicked from your tomb, carrying stone from a nearby Cheops or Khufu builders left it a ragged old crop, but Keferin sculptors shaped the old crop into the huge and brooding Sphinx. A royal beard and a royal headdress with its symbolic cobra once marked the head as that of a king. Probably Keferin himself, or Kafara. A lion's body evokes an ancient belief that lions were guardians of sacred places. The words above from a ladder and far smaller sphinx may well speak of all of its kind. Sprawling 240 feet from hunch to fore paw. The colossal image probably was once plastered and painted. Time and sandstorms have gnawed its flesh from antiquity. Benefactors have cleared engulfing sand and patched the monolith with blocks of stone. It's talking about the Great Sphinx. Now this is a great book on this same subject. About the pyramid builders, the fourth dynasty. How they built the pyramids. Very good source of information. We have a real good reason to have enmity for these people. Another thing is this capstone right here. They took this gold. They took the gold off the Great Pyramid, because the pyramids, all three pyramids, once had gold capstones over the top of them. And they were stolen by British too. The Great British have them hidden somewhere, maybe in Guildhall, London. It's hidden though. Who is the Queen of Elizabeth II? She knows something about that. That's probably why she is the wealthiest woman in the world. So, stones skid skyward on a mountain of bricks. On a massive ramp of sun-baked bricks and rubble, teams hold the heavy blocks to the rising pyramid. Some laborers carry water to slide the mud surface. Others carry timbers to break the wooden sledges lest they slip back when haulers pause. Stonecutters fit the blocks in a staging area below. When the masons position them above, aided in all the courses by a brick catwalk that jackets the structure as a pyramid catwalk and a ramp rise together. A gilded pyramidion tops off years of work. Months more remain as workers, some on scaffolds, smooth the slant-faced casing stones as they work downward, ramp and catwalk, or return brick by brick the Nile. They was telling you how they built the pyramids. Right there. Telling you how they built the pyramids. Sixth dynasty. Right there. Wow. So we have a real good reason to have enmity for these people, man. I mean, when you see all of the treasure of Great Britain, when they had the British mandate over Egypt, and they took all the treasures out of Egypt, they made terrible mistakes. They took one of the obelisks of King Tutmosis to Vatican Rome, and when it was being transported, they dropped it and broke it. And that's why the annals of the kings of Egypt in the 13th through the 18th dynasty are misconstrued, because it was on that obelisk that is in the Vatican Rome. They dropped it. It had the historical record written on it. All the kings of Egypt was on that. And they somehow dropped it and broke it. And now that's why the King's List is messed up. When they tried to translate it in English and put it in the Britannica, you see the King's List is messed up real bad. And this shows right here how the United States has their all-seeing eye on that same capstone that's missing off the great three pyramids in Giza. This is what it says. May he be given eternal life. So say the hieroglyphs below. The protecting wingtips of Horu on the pyramid capstone of the 12th dynasty ruler Amenemhet III. Symbols between lists his name and title, son of the sun god, king of upper and lower Egypt. Starring eyes gaze at the solar boat, as the text explain. King Amenemhet sees the beauty of the sun. He sees the Lord of the horizon sailing in his boat over the sky. Human eye would never see this lofty capstone. Such magic was not for the living. Overlaid with gold, such gleaming pyramidions caught and mirrored the rays of the sun, on which the king climbed to the sky. The eye of God for its capstone, a 13-course pyramid, defies the H's on the Great Seal of the United States, whose citizens seldom notice the pyramid in their pockets on every dollar bill. But just like Herodotus says, the lion gods of the Greeks. This United States made their capstone 1776. And in matter of fact, that same theme, they found it at Ecuador. It's the Ecuadorian pyramid of the Maya in the Olmec. The Olmec pyramid, that belongs to something who we call the Olmecs, the Lebu or the Libyans in Ecuador. The Libyan people in Ecuador. Ecuador is a sun city. That's the symbol of Ecuador on their flag, is the sun. So every Tenochtitlan in Mexico, which was during the time of Christ, they are linked to all of the African kingdoms in Africa, Libya and Ethiopia, during the time of King Azana and his father Elamides. Elamides was his father, okay? So Elamides is the first Christian emperor in Ethiopia during that same period as Tenochtitlan in the pre-Columbian era of Mexico. In Teotihuacan, okay, was something that they built during the time of Christ. So we have enmity for these people for great reasons, just like the Book of Mormon says. The Lamanites had enmity for the Nephites, the fair-complected people, for some various reason. And we're going to go into that next note after this segment. This is part 3 of enmity. And we have great reasons, great reasons to have enmity for the European Union today. The Greeks and the Homeric people. The father of lies, Homeric history. From Homer, the ancestor of the Greeks. He's the father of the liars. Aesop's fables, Hellenism. So that's why I have made this program for you called the NegusPedia Negranica. You're going to get the big black truth right here to crush all those little white lies. Can you dig it? Sucker.